Welcome back to Crime Cuisine. Tonight, we explore a dish synonymous with comfort, warmth, and the earthy embrace of nature, the humble mushroom soup. A velvety concoction, rich with wild fungi, cream, and herbs, it's the kind of meal that evokes childhood memories, cozy evenings, and the simple joys of home. But what if this symbol of domestic bliss became the vessel for a heinous act? What if the very ingredients that promise nourishment were subtly twisted into a deadly weapon? Today, Crime Cuisine takes you into the chilling depths of a home where trust was shattered and a familiar flavor masked an insidious plot. This is the story of the Fatal Fungi, where a comforting bowl of mushroom soup delivered the ultimate betrayal. If your appetite for delicious food is matched only by your craving for dark, psychological thrillers, hit that subscribe button right now. Crime Cuisine serves up a new, unsettling mystery every week, and you won't want to miss a single chilling detail. Our story begins in a quiet suburban home in the early 2000s. Eleanor and Richard lived a life that appeared idyllic. He was a successful architect, she a talented amateur gardener and a passionate cook. Their lives, however, were slowly being corroded by unspoken resentments. Richard had grown distant, entangled in a secret financial crisis he hid from Eleanor. Eleanor, in turn, felt neglected, her dreams wilting under the weight of Richard's indifference. Their love had soured, leaving behind a bitter aftertaste, much like a poisonous mushroom. Eleanor had always found solace in her garden and her kitchen. She spent hours cultivating exotic plants and even more time perfecting her recipes. Richard's favorite dish was her homemade mushroom soup, a recipe passed down from her grandmother, made with wild mushrooms she carefully foraged herself. It was rich, earthy, and deeply comforting. It was also the perfect disguise. Eleanor had discovered Richard's secret debts, his reckless gambling, and the impending ruin that threatened their lives. Her love turned to venom. She decided he had to go, but without suspicion. She researched for months, not on new recipes, but on rare, potent, and undetectable toxins. She found her answer in a particular species of highly poisonous fungi, subtly disguised as edible varieties, one that would mimic the symptoms of a sudden, fatal heart attack. Its effects would be slow, insidious, and almost untraceable. If this blend of culinary comfort and chilling deception has you on the edge of your seat, please take a moment to hit the like button on this video. Your support helps Crime Cuisine uncover more dark secrets hidden in our food. The night came. Eleanor prepared Richard's favorite mushroom soup, as she had countless times before. But this time, nestled among the fragrant chanterelles and porcini were a few finely chopped pieces of the fatal fungi. Its bitter taste was perfectly masked by the richness of the cream, the salt, and the other robust flavors. She served it with a calm smile, a flicker of triumph in her eyes. Richard ate it, oblivious, praising her cooking as always. Days turned into weeks. Richard began to experience subtle, unsettling symptoms: fatigue, nausea, intermittent chest pains. Doctors were baffled, diagnosing stress, prescribing rest. Eleanor played the role of the devoted wife perfectly, tending to him, always offering another bowl of her healing mushroom soup. Each serving was a meticulously calculated dose designed to slowly, imperceptibly erode his health until his body simply gave out. Richard, however, was not entirely oblivious. His mind, though clouded by illness, began to connect the dots. The symptoms always worsened after Eleanor's soup. He remembered her strange new interest in obscure botany, the hours spent in her secluded garden shed. He started to watch her, a creeping paranoia taking root. One evening, he secretly took a small sample of the soup, hiding it away, a desperate act of a man whose life was slowly draining away, one delicious spoonful at a time. He suspected, but he needed proof. Don't let this chilling plot simmer without you. If you're on the edge of your seat, craving to know if Richard will uncover the truth, make sure you hit that subscribe button now and join the Crime Cuisine family. We have many more unsettling mysteries waiting for you. Richard confronted Eleanor, not with accusations, but with a chillingly calm question. "My dear, where do you find these particular mushrooms for your soup? They have a most unusual flavor." Eleanor's smile faltered, a flicker of fear in her eyes. He saw it. He knew. But he had no proof. No one would believe him against his devoted wife. His strength was failing. He knew he had to act. With his remaining strength, Richard sent the soup sample to a private laboratory under an alias. He also wrote a letter, sealing it, instructing his lawyer to open it only upon his death. He didn't accuse Eleanor directly. He described his symptoms, his suspicions, and his love for Eleanor's mushroom soup, subtly guiding the future investigation toward the silent poison. He knew the lab results would take time he no longer had. Richard passed away quietly in his sleep, just as Eleanor had planned. The doctors attributed it to heart failure. Eleanor inherited everything. She had gotten away with it. Or so she thought. Days later, the lab results arrived. The soup contained traces of a highly toxic fungus, an insidious, slow-acting poison. Combined with Richard's letter, the truth became undeniable. The devoted wife was a cold-blooded killer. Eleanor was arrested, her carefully constructed facade crumbling under the weight of her deceit. The mushroom soup, once a symbol of their home and love, became the silent, deadly proof of her crime. It reminds us that sometimes the most dangerous poisons aren't found in dark alleys, but in the places we feel safest, served with a smile in a comforting bowl of soup. Thank you for joining us on this unsettling journey into the Fatal Fungi on Crime Cuisine. If this chilling tale of domestic betrayal left you questioning everything, please show your support by hitting the like button on this video. Share this video with fellow fans of psychological thrillers, and crucially, subscribe to our channel. What common food or ingredient do you think could most easily hide a dark secret? And what's your most memorable meal that had an unexpected, perhaps sinister twist? Share your insights and any culinary crimes you've encountered in the comments below. Until next time, stay vigilant and remember, not all comfort food is comforting.